Good morning, everyone. It's Thursday, one of my favorite days, because today I get to leave work early. It's my early day, so I leave an hour earlier. It's a beautiful, glorious day, and last night the temperature was the best for sleeping. It was cool. I usually don't turn on my heater on this home that I live, that I purchased a year ago, because it's a block built home, concrete block built home, which is a great insulator for cold. And without turning on the heat, my home is 75 degrees inside, and the AC is not coming on. The heat system has not been turned on. It's perfect. It's like California weather inside. I love it. So anyways, before I continue, I want to say thank you to all of my subscribers and to those people just visiting my channel for the first time. If you guys see something or hear something that resonates with you, then please consider on subscribing. I'll be right back with more.
I'm not suggesting anything so complicated.
What the fuck? There are dead people everywhere walking around. Unbelievable. There are spirits walking among us, and what I just seen, not everybody can see or will see. I'm a very spiritual person. I know that the spirits are among us, those spirits that are stuck here, that still have work to be done, or they can't let go of their past when they lived here. They're still among us. They can't move on. They haven't accepted yet that they're dead. So anyways, before I continue on this is not going to be the main subject, spiritual walkers. At one point I will talk about that. However, right now I want to discuss what happened on Sunday the 17th. You see, I got back from my walk downtown. I had stopped at a good restaurant and I had the best burger in my life. It was done just right. The customer service was good, the waiter was good, the manager was attentive. He made sure I got my meal. They got me a waitress. It was nice. That was my first time there. So anyways, after I had my burger, I went for a walk downtown. After placing my meal in my car, I only had half of the hamburger, and I said to myself, when I get home, I'll have the other half of the burger. Well, when I got home, I did some work around the house and some budgeting and all that stuff. And then I went for a walk around my neighborhood. It was getting late, so I wanted to go for a walk. I stopped at my friend and neighbor, Bill, and we spoke for a little bit. And then I said, okay, I had enough, and I left. As I'm walking home, to the left of my view, I caught a shining, bright light. It stood out like a sore thumb. And I kept looking at it, and I'm comparing against the other stars, which were further, and they were not as bright. They were dim, they're light years away, and it said that those stars are so far away that what you're seeing is the remnants of a burnt out star or a planet. They're still shining because it takes millions of light years away for what happened to catch up to us. I don't understand the full scope of it, but anyway, this one light caught my attention, and it didn't seem natural. This was an unnatural light because, you see, it was brighter. It was brighter. So it caught my attention. And I went in the house, I got my cell phone, and I turned the camera on, and I started to videotape it. I focused in on it, and I focused it back out. When I focused in on it, it wasn't as clear, but I can see that there's a strobe light on it spinning. Now, I have never seen a drone that looks like that. They don't make drones that spin, okay? They have drones with usually 4 propellers or more propellers. The bigger ones have more propellers. Mine has 4 propellers, and it's a pretty high quality drone. My drone can only hover in place or fly around for about 30-35 minutes, at which time an audible voice will tell you that it's heading back because it's low in power. This drone, or this UFO, whatever it was up there for about an hour because I had just seen it. It was there before I seen it for sure. But when I started looking at it, it shifted position real quickly, like that. And they stayed there for the remainder of the time that I saw it. So when it changed positions real quickly, it just hovered. And I stayed there with my camera, and I focused in, I focused out. And when I focused, that flying, whatever it was, I saw that around it, there were little flying things around it. And they were going in and out of it. And then my mind started to work. Is this like a little mothership and little flying objects are coming out of it? That's fucking weird, guys. That's fucking weird. So many things was going through my mind. I'm like, what is it? That flying object was set behind the home, further away, and really high. As I kept looking at it, I can hear an approaching aircraft, and it flew in front of it, but of course it was nowhere near this flying object that I'm talking about. And I can see that the airplane had a blinking light. Okay, the flying object didn't have a blinking light. It was a steady beam, bright, incredibly strong light. That's what caught my attention. Because when I didn't have the camera with me, it was far away. It looked like a speck, but it was incredibly bright. It was so bright that it caught my attention so quickly. And then I started to compare it with the stars. And it was uncomparable. You cannot compare it. There was nothing like it. Nothing like it. So I went back in the house and I got my laser beam and I'm shining at it to communicate with it. Hey, I'm thinking to myself, if this is a UFO, it'll react. And I'm blinking my laser light, and my laser light's very powerful. The beam shoots far away. You can see the green line go out because it's at night. All right? And it blinked back. It signaled a light, a very faint light, but it was obvious. And then I got my cell phone. I switched the camera off the phone and I switched it to the flashlight mode. And because that LED is incredibly bright as well. Incredibly bright. And I started flashing it, and once again, that flying object started to blink as well. I said, oh my God, they actually see me, whoever's in that flying device. So anyways, I was going to go in the house and get my other recording equipment, like my tripod and everything else. But by the time I came back, it was gone. It totally disappeared. It was gone. It was just gone. If that was a drone, then that's a special drone. Okay? But I've never seen a drone that looks like that. If that thing was an unidentified flying object of some kind, if that was to fly close to me, I am so certain it would be a huge, huge craft, because that was far, far away, guys. It was far away. It was so far away. So anyway, so last night I posted it on this channel, and I sent one to my brother. I shared the original video unedited with people I work with, and I got one guy that wants to look at it. So that's it. So if you guys see the video, please share the video. Share it with people you know. Maybe someone who is experienced in these unidentified flying objects will take a look at it, and maybe they can figure it out. And if somebody contacts me through my YouTube, I can send them the original footage of it that's just with no sound, because I did put some music in the background. I like using music in my background and putting in the descriptions and the date. It was this past Sunday when I saw this flying object. If somebody can contact me and ask me for the original footage, I will be more than happy to email it to them or text it to them. So anyways, I just got to my job just now. I got to go in and begin my day. And don't forget to like and share and subscribe if you're not a member. I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye. An airplane flew right below it, and you can see the difference in size and brightness. This has no blinking lights. This is a steady, very bright light. I'm going to show it to you guys right now, and I'm going to keep looking at it for a little while and see what the hell that is.